Good morning, my social media family on Facebook and on LinkedIn, on YouTube. A very good morning to all from Toronto. This is Hamas Siddiqui. I bring in these live sessions for you every morning on a weekday with the aim to help you grow in your life, in your careers. We have people joining in, and if you if you put in a comment, I'll be happy to recognize you here, and it will help you connect with other people and also build your own network on social media. So just share from where are you joining in, and I'll be happy to recognize you. So we have Sania Alam joining in from Pakistan. She is, I call her mind-blowing coach. She is a superb professional who can literally transform our psychology, completely change us from whatever we do. So in this session, Sania, if you have few minutes, like 5 minutes, I would like to bring you live if you are interested. Uh, Coming in live for 5 minutes, just say yes, and I will be happy to send you a link which you can uh, which you can quickly click and join. And we have so I'll just quickly go through for everyone who is joining in, just to quickly. Obviously, somebody is promoting uh, himself, which is okay. Um, yeah, so quickly, I don't know who you are, so please mention your name. And again, Sania. Shazad, my dear friend Shazad, joining in. Thanks for joining in, Shazad. You are great support. Kinza joining in from Pakistan. Rashad from Pakistan. Nabila, Junaid, um, Frank from New Jersey. How is weather there in New Jersey, Frank? We had tons of snow last evening in Toronto. Uh, Hi, Dhiren from you joining in from Dubai, from UAE. Yeah, Mariam, Sadi Anwar, Mari Anwar, Dr. Samina, Maria, Gayas, Usman Zafar. So thank you very much for everyone joining in. Sanya, if you have a few minutes, I'll be happy to bring you live. If not, then maybe we can organize something and bring you in the next shows. Whenever you have 5 to 10 minutes to share your thoughts on what I've been doing. Uh, Thank you very much for Dan from UK, Junaid. So today's topic uh, is how do you stay positive in challenging situations? Now, Dr. Brar joining in. You're welcome. I introduce everyone who joins in. Okay, no problem, Sonia. We'll bring you. I'll bring you. Organize the time and bring you in the session whenever you have time. Thanks for your message. Um, so a lot of people joining in. Thanks for this. We have. Um, this broadcast goes on my live LinkedIn Live on YouTube channel, as well as I've been given access by my dear friend Ashaf Chaudhary for his LinkedIn page, for his Facebook page, and I really appreciate his gesture, because these sessions are free for people who really want to change their lives and want to learn one. or two skills to move on and do something better, something different in their careers. Uh, Mahin, please do not promote yourself here. And if you're really interested in learning something, stay here. This is my request. So today's topic is about staying positive in a challenging environment. So what happens when we feel a challenge? What is your first reaction? This is a question. This is a question. So please respond to this question. What is your first reaction when you face a challenge? Um, um, what do you do? So stay engaged with me. So just share what you do when you face challenge. The immediate reaction for human or for animal, any living being, is to protect yourself. That's the yes. So yeah, you get worried and you really want to you get excited, uh, and good, face it. Hi Tala, how are you? Tala is an education technology professional, um, great person to follow on LinkedIn. So yeah, so generally speaking, when you face a challenge, you you are you go into defensive mode. Your psychology go into defensive mode, and you try to find a place to hide. Technically speaking, Shazad says fight, fight, fight. Yes, fight. But the immediate reaction is what will happen, the worry that comes with that challenge. What will happen? Usually, this is the reaction that our psychology puts out to us, or puts us in a challenge of thinking in a negative direction. And often that negativity puts us into a very defensive mode, which at times is fine. So if you are unfortunately, and I mean it happens, uh, 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 you know, close to a crash, maybe, the immediate reaction is to find a safe place. Find a safe place. You cannot find a safe place if you stay in a negative situation, or a negative mode. So the immediate reaction that your brain gives you is fear of some kind. The smartest people are those who try to, or who are able to overcome that fear very quickly. Okay, nothing can go wrong if it is dealt nicely with. So as Shazad said, of course, Shazad is a very is highly experienced professional, and with the passage of time, you build your capabilities. You train yourself to stay positive and stay in the game, as I always say. Um, Zai, thank you very much for appreciating it. There is one more to make strategy or plan to deal with the challenge. Yeah, but the immediate reaction is, so I was talking about immediate reaction. Your immediate reaction is a fear. Maybe just for half a second or something, your blood circulation changes, your heartbeat changes with that immediate reaction, and that puts us into a negative uh, situation. Ideally, if there is a situation, and it can depend very much on what is happening at that moment in time. Um, if we try to stay composed, well composed, and watchful, then it becomes easier for us to deal with the situation. The situation will can emerge with anyone. Something can happen in our lives. Good morning, Shabir Kadmi Saab. Um, and I think it's good evening at your place. So, so dealing with the situation is becomes easier if you are in a positive state of mind. That's the message. So if so some people lose jobs, and once you lose jobs, then you're scared what will happen. without thinking that there could be more opportunities out there. And as soon as we start thinking that there are opportunities out there, and let's look for those opportunities, things start unfolding. A situation start unfolding for us. If we sit back and just wait for someone to come and help us, then it is a different situation, which means that, hello, Swaib. Swaib is a PhD scholar in China. Thanks for joining in. Good evening. Thanks for joining in. Um, so there is a gentleman who really wants a job in Canada. I have to deal with him, and I'll give him 30 seconds later on. So, Sen, please stay where you are, and I will give you a response. So handle that situation in a way, in your own way, and your own way should be a positive way rather than in a negative way. So the message is that if you land in a situation which becomes challenging, it could be different for different people, but the key to success, as Shahzad said, fight, which means try to deal with the situation and stay positive, and eventually you will come out of it. Eventually you will find resources, you will find people, you will find other opportunities to take get you out of that particular situation. um, and there are tons of examples. So and what we input is, and it goes through the process, and that gets the output. It's a very simple process. Tony Robbins is one of the most famous motivational speaker of this time. Um, he said, in one of his sessions, he uses this analogy again and again, is that if you want a different output, you have to put in a different input. If you really want to change your life, if you want to change your situation, if you want to come out of that challenge, your input has to be changed. So you will have to have a different input, different strategies, different uh, efforts to bring about that change. So, for instance, this young man who is interested, whose name is um Hossein Sarfaraz Shah, he wants to come to Canada now, and this is great. So he really wants to come to Canada. What efforts has he made in the process of coming to Canada, other than asking people to help him? Hossein, this is the key. What effort have you made uh, in your process of getting to Canada? And there are people with me at this moment in time who are in Canada, including myself. It requires a lot of effort. So, which means that your English level has to be excellent. Your education level has to be excellent. You should really be you should have at least a few years of working experience. You should be healthy enough, and you have enough resources, financial resources, to bring to Canada. Now, if you have all that, if you have worked on that, so for instance, for English testing, if you have done IELTS tests, and if you have scored whatever band, the maximum band is required, that probably is the first step. Try to understand yourself. Nobody can help you the way you want help. So this is the message for you, and if this is the challenge for you. You've given me an example, a great example to share with people. If this is a challenge for you, if you really want to meet that challenge, you have to start from somewhere. So you have to change your input. Sam, do you get my point? You have to respond to me now. Do you get my point? You asked for a solution. I'm giving you a solution. This is what you said. Please, can you tell me about how to get a job in Canada, please, sir? This is what you asked. Okay, so if you want to come here, you have to be outstanding. The word is outstanding. Why would somebody hire you? You know, why would a country gives you offers you immigration, or they will offer you immigration? You have to apply for it, you have to qualify for it. Okay, so if this is the situation, what is the first step that you have taken, taken, otherwise just asking me to help you? It is not. So you say, okay, now what do you mean by okay? I'm trying to put you on spot. What first step you will take in your life to actually evaluate yourself? Said in Pakistan, no job for educated people. I think this is not the right statement. If you are not capable enough, it's difficult. If you're capable, then I mean, if I want to hire someone, I wanted to hire people in Pakistan. I want to hire salespeople in Pakistan for a project. I interviewed at least 20, around 20 people. There was only one person who was really interested, who was really capable, who was really interested in who really wanted to put in the effort out of 20. So, and I received, I think, about 100 applicants. So people are not interested. If you're not interested, then the situation is different. Um, Challenge can be there, but the embarrassment please create how to deal with it. I would not work for a boss who would embarrass you. As simple as that. I mean, thank you very much for joining us, Rafa. I hope you're doing great. Ricky, thank you very much for your appreciation. So today's message is, if you want, and this is something that I will keep repeating in future also. So, and if you like these sessions, please share these sessions. Just push share button, add a comment, give me more ideas about what should be the topics for next sessions, um, and I will continue. I'm devoting my almost 1 hour every day in a weekday for helping people learn something different, or to help them come out of their situations and do something positive in their lives. So with that, Hamas Siddiqui signing off from Toronto. Today's session was 15 minutes. Thank you very much, Ishan, for your appreciation. And please keep commenting, because I will receive your comments even after the session. So if you like me to continue these sessions, say yes. I'm with you for another minute or so. Say yes. If you have a question, you can ask a question now, because there were quite a few questions which I really liked here. And please become torchbearer. Um, that's great, but you have to move on if you really want to do something. You seems like a very young fellow. Um, all the time is with you. Do your best, and there may be opportunities for you. Cheers. Thank you very much, Zephyr. Okay, so if you want me to continue these sessions, today is 16th of February for me. Early morning Toronto, we had tons of snow. If I could share that with you, I hope some of you will like it. So I'm just taking my camera out there. So we had tons of snow last night. Um, Literally a big snowstorm came. It's still pretty windy, and I think it's about minus 15 degrees Celsius out there. So I mean, treat this as a challenge, um, and uh, that's the situation. So deal with your situations and stay positive. See, if we stay positive, we will create opportunities for others, and will create opportunities for ourselves. I'm a big fan of creating opportunities for others. So what I am doing, these sessions are my um, contribution towards your future, contributions to your career. And I will now switch quickly for 2 minutes in 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 local language, which means कि मैं आप लोगों से उर्दू में बात करूंगा. मेरे पास बहुत सारे लोग इंडिया से भी ज्वाइन करते हैं, सो हिंदी उर्दू का डायलेक्ट सेम है. सो मैं चाहूँगा कि मैं उसमें भी आप लोगों से बात करूँ. देखें, अगर हम अपनी सिचुएशन को चेंज करना चाहते हैं, तो कोई और इस सिचुएशन को आगे चेंज नहीं करेगा. हमें इस सिचुएशन को खुद चेंज करना पड़ेगा. हमें इन सिचुएशन के साथ खुद काम करना पड़ेगा, विच मीन्स कि हमें उस इनपुट को चेंज करना पड़ेगा जिसकी वजह से हमारी आउटपुट चेंज हो सके. सो अगर हमें फरा इट्स अ गुड टॉपिक. ये सजेस्ट कर रही है कि हाउ टू डील विद डिफिकल्ट पीपल एट वर्क प्लेस. वी कैन डेफिनेटली थिंक अबाउट इट कि हम किस तरह से इसको एड्रेस करें. सो अगेन द थिंग इज के आपको अपनी सिचुएशन को इवेलुएट करके आपको एक नया तरीके से अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करना पड़ेगा, वो चीज़ें ऐड करनी पड़ेंगी जिस चीज़ों की ज़रूरत है उस मार्केट प्लेस के अंदर। अगर आप जॉब के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात करें, कालमी साहब टैक्सेस या इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की बात करें, कौन सी इंडस्ट्रीज बंद हो गई, ठीक है। दिस इज अ सिचुएशन जो सारे के सारे सारे के सारे जो है ना वो साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज के अंदर इश्यूज है। सो आप लोग जब तक इन चीज़ों के ऊपर ही ध्यान देते रहेंगे, ऑल्दो दीज आर वेरी वेरी चैलेंजिंग सिचुएशन, मगर मैंने अभी आपको बाहर जो स्नो दिखाई है, लोग सब इसमें भी काम करने के लिए हैं, ठीक है ना। सो हमारे साउथ एशिया के अंदर बारिश अगर ज़्यादा हो जाए तो लोग काम पे नहीं जाते। और कंप्लेंट ये होती है कि पानी बाहर खड़ा हुआ है, अभी भी बाहर जो है वो कम से कम एक फीट स्नो होगी एंड पीपल आर स्टिल गोइंग वर्क फॉर वर्क, स्कूल्स आर ओपन। सो सिचुएशन ये है कि हम अपने लिए क्या कर रहे हैं। सो अगर आपको तरक्की करनी है, और सुमैया जैसे यहाँ आप कह रही हैं कि मेरे साथ कोलैबोरेट करना चाहती हैं, सो वन ऑफ द कोलैबोरेशन इज कि प्लीज कंटिन्यू विद दीज सेशंस एंड लर्न फ्रॉम दीज सेशंस। इनसे सीखें और सीख के चेंज करें अपने आप को, उस तरह चेंज करिए जिस तरह से डिमांड है, जिस तरह से मार्केट चाह रही है, जिस तरह से आप कंपेटिटिव बन सकते हैं, अपनी नॉलेज बिल्ड कर सकते हैं। हम कितना ज़्यादा टाइम जो है वो सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर खर्च करते हैं, बट डू वी लर्न एनीथिंग फ्रॉम सोशल मीडिया? If we don't learn anything from social media, if you don't watch sessions like these, or there are many people who don't, then what is the point? I mean, we can always waste our time, but हमें optimal utilization of अपना time करना पड़ता है, then only we get out of that particular situation. So I just wanted to add few minutes in Hindi or Urdu, which is an aim to start a full content in Hindi and Urdu for my um, thousands and thousands of followers on LinkedIn, and few thousand followers on Facebook also. So with that, thank you very much for joining in. There are a few. Um, Usman, how do you focus? I mean, I've spoken about focus about a month and a half ago. Okay, I will talk about focus and concentrating tomorrow in tomorrow's session. So come back. Anybody who is with me, आप लोगों को मैं कल कोच करूंगा कि फोकस कैसे करते हैं, and why focus is important. This is again जो है वो मैं आपके साथ दोबारा शेयर करूंगा। स्टोरी फ्रॉम ज़ीरो, मेरी स्टोरी फ्रॉम ज़ीरो का करूंगा तो कई दिन पे जाएगी। सो ideally, you can search for my profile on LinkedIn, and there is a bit of story, um, the bit of story there. So I'm just scrolling down if there is an interesting comment. If not, then it's already 25 minutes in the session, and my sessions are usually within half an hour. So with that, I appreciate you joining in, and a big clap to you because you spared your time to listen to this show, which means that you are interested in changing yourself. It's just that you need maybe some guidance and some direction. So I've given you the direction a little bit in this show, and this direction will continue. ये सब चलता रहेगा, शो इस तरह से चलता रहेगा, और आपके लिए जो है ये engagement चलती रहेगी, and इससे सीखें, इससे learn करें and implement करें. Unless we don't implement, change will not come. Your implementation is the input. Your implementation is the input that you are giving into a situation. So with that, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are, and hope to see you again tomorrow. And please keep commenting. Just keep sharing your ideas, and if you want me to continue these sessions forever, I will try to continue these sessions forever. Then of course, just keep saying yes and keep adding uh, your comments and thoughts. Thank you very much. Hamas Siddiqui signing off from Toronto. A very cold day and a very snowy day in Toronto. And hope to see you again tomorrow with a new session. And tomorrow's session, we will again talk about focus and concentration, and how it really works in our life. Have a wonderful time.